From Lansing to Detroit is about 100 miles. It's also the distance some ultramarathoners run for fun. I talked to a runner who went from 0 to 100 miles in 2 years.
Actually, I hated running. I picked my high school sport completely based on how little running was involved.
Brandis Wallace, a running coach and running enthusiast, started running around the time she was 29 years old.
I had never intended to run a 100-miler ever in life. It's crazy. I don't know why anybody would ever run 100 miles, but sometimes it just takes somebody deciding that they believe in you and that you're ready to do it. And it actually went much better than I ever imagined it would, but it did take me 28 and a half hours to do it too. I'm about to be a 100-miler, so.
An ultramarathon is any race over the traditional 26.2 miles of a marathon. 28 hours, you're basically running overnight.
Yes, so you are running overnight. So one of the other great things about it is those aid stations. So you have a lot of food, you have volunteers that are amazing.
Wallace actually stopped running for 3 years.
What happens is you're a mom and your kids get older and then they start having activities and, typically, your needs get put on the back burner sometimes. And so that's what ended up happening to me. And so what I didn't realize is that when I was doing all this running, it was a way of coping with some undiagnosed anxiety, some undiagnosed depression. So when I stopped, which ended up being for 3 years, that really kind of came to a head.
She restarted 2 years ago with the start of the pandemic.
The pandemic was really hard, but the blessing that came out of it is that I rediscovered running and my love for it, actually.
Now she participates in many marathons as a pacemaker and helps others to start running. So what advice can you give to someone that's still debating whether or not they should start running?
Running really is attainable for anybody. I like to say that running is for anybody and any body. There's really no magic pill or secret to running. It's really just consistency.
Wallace says she can usually convince anyone to sign up for their first marathon. If you are convinced, visit our website at fox47news.com to find out more about upcoming runs in Michigan. Reporting for Fox 47 News, I'm Luisa Vivgora.